right? So we have seen LJMP, SJMP. Then one more was there, AJMP. AJMP. Now AJMP stands for absolute jump. Absolute jump. So here also it is the same operation, but the address size is going to be different. Only 11-bit address is going to be written up here. So if I write any address, only that means 11, 2 raised to 11. What is 2 raised to 11? What is 2 raised to 11? It is 2 kilobytes. Correct? How much I will get? 1024 double 2048. 2 raised to 11 is equal to 2 raised to 2 raised to 11 is equal to 2048. 2048. Yes or no? So AJMP is utilized for the jump of 2 kilobyte memory location. Okay, 1 kilobyte upper side, 1 kilobyte lower side, so that a total of 2 kilobyte that is given by AJMP. That is given by AJMP. LJMP will give me 64 kilobytes, 64 kilobyte jumping. SJMP will give me only 256 bytes, right? So there is a difference, that SJMP short jump 256 bytes, long jump 64 kilobytes, and AJMP only 2 kilobytes, 2 kilobytes of jump. Okay, then one more I have, JMP. JMP without any conditions. Okay, JMP, jump to a particular address with indirect. Indirect stands for, that is at A plus DPTR, which was indexed addressing mode. Okay, so here what is happening, the DPTR will be having an external memory address. A is having the index address. Then DPTR plus A will be added. Then that location is going to be stored into PC. Okay, so basically this is used for a memory location where we are connected external memory to our 8051. Even in the internal memory also it can be used without a DPTR. Without a DPTR, that can also be used. We can directly write a particular address, JMP, to the relative address. It is same as SJMP. SJMP and JMP both are similar, both are same. Okay, then JZ, this one we have seen. JZ is standing for jump if 0. It is not going to check the Z flag, but it is going to check the A register. If A register is completely 0, jump if 0 to a relative address. Then only if A value is equal to 0, then only jump is happening to the relative address. Jump is happening to the relative address. JNZ. JNZ stands for, so now these are conditional jumps. Okay, the unconditional jumps are AJMP, LJMP, SJMP, and JMP. These are unconditional jumps. Now, whatever the jumps are there, they are based upon the condition now. But what is the condition? Whether the A value, whether the register A value. So it is going to check the A value. Jump if Z, Z means 0. Jump if 0. What is 0? The A value, A register value is equal to be 0. Then only the jump is happening to a particular relative address. And jump if no 0. JNZ, jump if no 0. It means if A is having any value inside it, it should not be 0. It should not be 0, but it should have any value inside the A. So it means if A is not equal to 0, then jump is happening. Okay. So all these are conditional jumps. How many I have? 1, JZ, JNZ, CJNE, DJNZ. We will see what are these. Okay. So JZ is jump if 0, A value is 0. JNZ is jump if A value is not 0. Then CJNE. So this is nothing but compare. C stands for compare. J stands for jump. Compare and jump if not equal. NE. If not equal. So what are going to be compared? The A value. A is must here. The A value is going to be compared with the direct memory location value. So I can write the direct memory location here. So whatever the data present inside the direct memory location address, that value and the A value, both are going to be compared together. Comparison means what? Minus A minus the value of direct address, the value which is stored into the direct address. So that value, A value minus that value will happen. The result will not be stored, but what will happen? The flag is going to be updated. So if not equal, so if both are not equal, then what will happen? The ALU is going to jump for the relative address. Okay. Compare A and the value of direct address. If both are not equal, okay, if both are not equal, how do we come to know that both are not equal? Because Z will equal to 0 flag is equal to be 1. If both are not equal, 0 flag is equal to be 1. And if both are equal, 0 flag is equal to be 0. Oh, sorry, it is ulta, vice versa. If both values are not equal, then Z remains 0. If both values are equal, then Z remains, Z will go to 1 because the value is 0. Okay. Right. A minus direct value, that is not a direct value, the value from the address. If say suppose 22 is here, 22 is here. 22 minus 22, right? What will happen? Z becomes 1 because 22 minus 22 is equal to be 0, no? So what is the Z 0 flag? 0 flag will be equal to 1. So if 0 flag, it means if 0 flag is equal to 1, the this instruction will not be executed. Because what will happen? Compare and jump if not equal. The condition is not equal, but here both are equal. So the instruction will not be executed. If 22 minus 21, then the result will be 0, 1. That result will not be stored, but Z flag will remain 0 only because there is some value. The value is not 0. That is why Z is equal to 0. So that means what? Both are not equal. So if both are not equal and if Z is equal to 0, then this instruction is going to be executed. Compare and jump to a relative address. Okay. If A value and the address value is not equal. Here also a value and the direct value both are going to be compared, and we are the ALU is going to jump to a relative address only if both are not equal. In the same way, the value of Rn, R0 to R7 and immediate value. Then the value inside indirect addressing mode. So this is going to be the indirect addressing mode, but one more operand is going to be added up here, and that operand is going to be the relative address. Okay, hope it is been understood. Then compare and jump if not equal. DJNZ, decrement and jump if no 0, if not 0. So what is happening here? Decrement the value, decrement. See, I can go for two ways. One is register, another one is direct address I can write. So here what will happen? Decrement the value of Rn. First decrement the value of Rn. Then jump if that value is not 0. DJNZ, not 0. Okay. Say Rn, R0 is having, I will write it here. Instead of Rn, what I will write? Instead of, I will write R0. DJNZ, R0, comma, relative address. Say relative address is going to be 20H. Okay, some address. I want to jump to a particular address only if the value of R0 is not 0. Say R0 is having 0, 2H. R0 value is 0, 2. Now first decrement. What is going to be decrement? Decrement, we know that minus 1. So 0, 2 is going to be minus 1. The value of R0 will become 0, 1. So whether 0, 1 is 0? No, it is not 0. So jump to a relative address. Then again, if I execute one more time this DJNZ, the value of R0 becomes what? 0, 1 minus 0, 1. It will be 0, 0. So jump if no 0, but the value of R0 is 0. So this instruction will not be executed second time. Either I can write R0 or I can write the direct address here. Okay, say 20H is the direct address and the relative address is going to be 00, 50H. So here 20H is not going to be decremented, but the value inside the 20H, that is going to be decremented. Okay, is it understood? CJNE, compare and jump if not equal. DJNZ, decrement first and jump if it is not 0. Decrement Rn and jump to a PC plus relative address if the value of R0, Rn is not 0. Decrement the value inside the address and jump to a relative address if it is not 0. Is it understood? Then we have one more instruction, NOP. NOP stands for no operation. So whenever, if you want to extend the delay, if you want to generate the delay, we can execute no op, NOP, NOP instruction, which will do nothing. There is no operation, but it will consume one cycle. It will consume one cycle. If I want to generate a 5-cycle delay in between one instruction to another instruction, then I can write 5 times NOP. NOP, 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 5 times. If I write 5 times, then 5 cycles will be delayed. 5 cycle means one machine cycle is going to be 1 microsecond. So 5 times if I write, then 5 microsecond is going to be delayed. So we are remaining with these 4 instructions: ACALL, LCALL, RET, RETI. This one we will see in the next class. Okay. So let me take an attendance now. Call instructions. So, okay, after the two call instructions, we will go for some examples. After these examples, the module will be completed. In another 2, 3 or 4 classes, we will finish this. Okay. Is it been understood till now?